The mini. Gotta get the mini. Gotta get the mini if I've started. Wait a sec. Else I'll be lying to you. Hello. Here I am again. Oh my goodness. I hope everyone... I couldn't believe it on YouTube. I got 43 views of my card last night. I don't know where I put it. I thought I had it down here. Anyway, today I'm going to show you. See, Gallery Blooms, it's got dies as well. And like you have to use your big one. This won't go through the mini, but all the little ones will. So if you only have a mini and you want to get that, these ones have got some beautiful things. Maybe next week I'll do another one from the catalogue. I mean, like, look how easy these are. I don't know if for easy peasy you've tried any of these or it's scary. Honestly, there's a drop and plop, as I call it. You put a piece of DSP and a greeting and it's done. I like a bit more. I try not to do on my easy peasies, but look at these roses. I'm not a flower person, but I absolutely love this suite. And at the moment, you don't have to buy the whole suite like I did. Stupid. I thought you had to buy the whole suite or you didn't get it. What you can do is buy, if you were to buy the Gallery Blooms, you'll get that for the price it is in the catalogue. But you can get the dies. I think you can get the dies for half price. Maybe I better check that. Or another. Oh, you can get another stamp set. I'm sure you can get anything in the suite. Oh my goodness, I sound so dumb. It's too early in the morning. So anyway, what we're going to do today is use, you can't see it if you go like that because it's see-through, but you can if you go like that. We're going to use this and do something to shizzy up our little Gallery Bloom. Alright, so I've got my Mini Boss Stampinup. So see how small that is? And that will fit right over that rose. And, we've got one current watcher. Hello, how are you? I need to make sure I have my foxtail thing. I can't see comments from Facebook in here. I don't know why. So I'm just going to quickly put it on. And there I am. And I'll turn my sound down because I hate to hear my voice twice. So let's get cracking, guys. So I've chosen, so what I want to talk to you about is use your stuff up. Like now I've got this Gallery Blooms, I've got all the paper. You can't see to the back of me over there is just cardstock that's out of season. You know, like once their catalogue leaves in a year, they rechange all their stamps and their things and you have to sell off a lot. So what I like to do is I put it there but I use it. So I've used it in my card classes. I make sure I use the good stuff too so everyone gets a bit of everything. But because my ladies only want to come and make cards with me, they're not worried about what they're not watching the trend of Stampin' Up. They just want to make the cards. So that's easy. I can use some of my old stuff. And there's some of my old stuff I go back to. I first started Stampin' Up 3 years ago, nearly 4 in November, so 3.5 years ago. And the first set I bought was Peaceful Cabin. And oh my God, every year with my ladies, I make a card with it. It's getting hard. I've got to find another idea this year. So I am using, this was left over in the card stack, so this is, go to your card stacks, all the small pieces of cards and scrap you keep aside. So this is 11 by 4 1/8, and so we're just going to score that at 5.5. And we're going to make a tent card, so we're going to do it upside down. So we're going to basically fold that there, make sure it's, before you bone fold it, make sure you've got your corners correct. Otherwise, so even if it has a bubble, see how it's got a little bit of a bubble? So just work it from there and down, and then go like that. And that way this is right on target for matching. Sometimes you, if you just do this first, it bubbles over and you have it over the back. So, okay, so that's our first piece. Now, I'm going to stamp, if I can find my paper. Remember, I'm doing this on the fly, so I have tried to think a little bit more today, but I don't want to be predictable. I like to be, we'll do it, you know, do it easy. So, I'm going to get one of those for the stamp and one for the inside of the card, and which we will do a little stamping on as well. And because we've got this beautiful blue, what do you reckon we can put on it? So in the colour charts, if you've got some of the colour charts, you can download them. So with a night of navy, there's not on this one. Let's have a look. There's more. There's my wheel. That makes it even easier. Because it's funny though, this is the wheel we got for this and it hasn't got one of the other colours in. So if you put this on the night of navy, it shows you what you can use with it. So I really want to do the lime. So that means it's a tridac. I don't know what the hell that means. Let's use the Poppy Parade for this. So I'm going to get the ink pad for Poppy Parade. Okay. Now, when we stamp this one, I even don't think you need the largest stamp. From our box. No, this one, that one is big enough. I don't think that is. See, it won't fit on that. Make sure you've got your mat, your pierce mat it's called. Okay, and it doesn't matter how you put it on because you're going to do this. Now for this one, because it's really big, rather than try and get it through the stamp pad, take the stamp pad to the stamp and then you can just go over it like that. You can see where it's working, okay? See, we've got all that now, a nice cover. Because when you push it down, you probably likely to put ink on your thing and then you won't like it. Now, I have got a little tool. When you have a big stamp, I can't remember what this is, but it looks like what you put on the bottom of your chairs to stop them moving. And it's just got a handle, so I'll show them what I'm going to do. So, I'm going to put it near the corner because we'll use the rest of that paper for something else. And I'm just going to run it around, okay, because I can't do that. You can use a stamp, what's that thing called that you fold over in the glass? You can use one of those. Oh my goodness, my brain is not working this morning. What's it called? Stamptastic. But Stamping Up one's gone out of sale. You can still use it, I use it. But more if you want to stamp 2 or 3 times. So, I've got the ink. So we can either use a bit of the water painting, which I don't know if I will. I might just use my ink blenders. We've got Poppy Parade. I don't even know if I've got Poppy Parade. We might be. Yeah, I think we're going to be using a water painter. Okay. Now, if you don't have one of these, guess what? You can just use a that gives that one there. You can use that to put big sprinkles on. That looks good, doesn't it? Far too big for what I'm doing. Okay. That's right. Now you've got put a little bit of water there. So what we do is get a little block. Some people put it on here, but I don't like that. I'm not some people, am I? Never have been. Alright. So we're just going to drop a little bit of water Just a little bit on that side, and we'll get that up. And then for our darker bits, so I'll show you. Okay, now I'll show you what I'm going to do in a minute. So I'm just going to quickly get around that flower. Now is that? Well, that's definitely a leaf, and I think that's part of the flower. So okay, now I'm going to just take from that really dark and put a bit of dark. That's the one we haven't used any water on, and just see how that's giving a bit of shadow in there. I don't want to do too much, I just want it to bring out the dark, okay? And so when we do again, when we go back to the watery part, it comes out lighter. Okay, we can go right around that. I think another drop and loosen it up a bit more. And the last one. Isn't it a pretty flower? We might have to, I don't know, do you want granny green or do you want mossy meadow, a dark leaf or a brighter leaf? I don't know, with Poppy Parade it kind of tells me it wants to be dark, doesn't it? So now again, a bit of the dark. I might have to stamp that again into my pad. So can you see how you can see the dark and light coming? So I just want that on the corner there because I really want the dark. I don't want it watered down. Okay, I want it to really show the definition of the flower. Right. Into this one. Okay. Now, can you see that? When that really dries, I'm just going to get I might actually use old olive. It looks like a nice old rose, doesn't it? Probably doesn't have. Where's my handy rag that my husband tells me to put out? I'm just going to wipe the tip off that and wipe my ink. Okay. And now I'm going to do the same with the granny apple. I'm not going to just put a little bit of wet on. No, I want that red out of there, so let's just get a couple off there. So that's easy. Just tip it a bit of the water till it comes out, gets it on your thing, and wipe it on your old cloth and you clean it right up. Alright? And I'm going to put a little drop down there. Darker at some places. And then I'm going to put the lighter in beside. Okay. Getting all that nice dark in there. And now I'm going to go in with a little bit of the light. In there. I did miss that part, didn't I, with a bit of the green at the bottom of the rose. Isn't that lovely? I'm going to take it down the stem as well. I like that. What do you reckon about that? I'm going to make those stems more green. Even though it's got a bit of a shadow on it, doesn't matter. Okay. Let's wet that off and get rid of that while I can. See how, look how it comes out again. And just dropping it into the fabric, I pinch it in and that's clean. Paste, put it away clean. Now, I'll put a little bit of Winker Stella on the rose as well, especially in the middle of the flower. And just a little bit round the bottom of the flower. Okay. Oh, maybe I'll do it all around. Alright, so we've done that. Remember, this is easy. And let's get a little bossy out here. Oh, I need a little cuppa. So we're putting on our white and a clear. Maybe I need to get some new ones. Look at that. It's had some work done on it. And our dye. Turn it over the right way. Now, look at that, guys. Look at that. So what I'm going to do is just cut a bit around this so it goes into the boss. And I'll keep that for stamping later. You've worked it out with me. I always keep everything. Okay, so just going to move that over a little bit now. Remembering I don't have my magnetic plate here. So I have to make sure I get it right and correct. A lot of people use tape, but I tend to hold my hand onto it before I let it get in. And I hold my hand all the way through if I can. And at that stage it's not going to jump, it's already attached. You can use your sellotape, you might rip your card open, so be careful with that. And there it is, look at that. There's my bin. My bin's covered. It's last night's instructions. Alright, so we got that. I'll just pop that up. Now, oh, isn't that just so stunning? Now what we could do, we're not going to cut this because it's too big. What I will do is we need some nice DSP to go on there at the back, don't we? Something to tizzy it up again. Because we can't do that, can we? So what should we get? Let's get... Oh, I forgot the main part. Wait a minute, I'm jumping too far ahead. We've got to do this. So what I'm going to do with this is pick out some of my scraps. Okay, and because we've got some Poppy Parade, and we're going to take our scraps. So I've got, let's see what we've got up here. So far I've got some Mossy Meadow, some Poppy Parade, how's that? And some Lost Lagoon, and that's more the size I want. They're big. I've got some Gorgeous Grape. That's not, oh, it is by the time I cut it out. What else have we got? Alright, so I am going to find my cutter, which is here. I'm just going to make those a little bit thinner, which might be a bit hard. Okay. That down there. Alright, we have some little ones, and because we're only going halfway across, I'm going to cut them at like, let me have a look how big they are. 3.5 each. Okay. 3.5. And again, because I put it through a couple of times. I don't want that really thin one. Alright, take that just down a little bit, even though it's a good scratch. And that. I need it down a little bit more. So you just, all these scraps you've got left in your card, put them in. 1 and 2. Right, can you see where I'm going? I've got one gorgeous scrape. There's a bit left over from the card last night. I made the mistake with cutting. Oh, that didn't cut very well, did it? I was hopeless on that one. Alright, that one. Let's have a little bit of pretty peacock, eh? And I think that should just about cover it. Alright. I put those in the bin, to be honest. I can use those for flowers. These ones are in the bin. Anything an inch or more are flowers. So we've got our paper, and we're just going to start. Might start with a nice dark strip first. Alright. Now I can't see, so I'm going to get my glue mat and see if that helps me. See, can you see it? You can see it now. So. And Lost Lagoon. That's not quite. Oh, it might not matter down the bottom because it depends on what we do. So let's put one of these on. Ooh, just well, that didn't fall over quick. With my trusty cloth now. Put that back down there. Oh, I've got a bit of movement and glue there, so we'll get that out and I'll use my other tool after. It does slip and slide, doesn't it? Maybe I could have used tear tape. Let's just see what happens with tear and tape. See if that makes it easier. Get the green one. Mossy Meadow. Let's see if that makes it easier. You have to get your pick tool. Okay. Well, it's less messy. I love the different lines. And off we go again. It's quite cold here. I've got my jumper on, but I'm warming up. Getting faster. Still got one kid at home. Had to get a doctor's certificate for him last night, so he couldn't go to school. Okay, now I think because I'm going to make a circle thing, I'm not sure how much further I'll go. This tear and tape's good. I think I can safely put a couple of smaller ones on it. Just depends what dye I can use in here. I need one that can go on the mini boss if we're doing a mini boss day. Okay, so those are done. A quick sip. And we've had some views. Alright. See, you can see the glue, the tear and tape is better, I think. Now, I've got to find a shape to cut it. I kind of like the country road. Where did I put them? From last night. No, I don't have the country road cutouts in here. Okay, let me have a look. I'm just going to have a quick look in here. So that, what I'll do that, have a quick look. That was last night's card. I wouldn't want to be doing that in the easy peasy. It is easy, but it's a lot of cutting out, and so it would take forever to do it. Mind you, sometimes I think these ones just take as long. So, around the bend, no. We've got a postage die. Let's have a look at that. Do we have one big enough to go? We do. So, ooh, just inside there. And just there. Does it fit the mini? Let's have a look. Let's have a look. I don't know that it's going to fit the mini. It is! There you go, guys. We've managed to do it all in the mini. But in the meantime, to get those three, I am going to have to cut off what's outside here. But we're going to get that nice shape in there. So I'm just cutting that off. And again on the other side. Alright. We could be doing this at kindy, couldn't we? All these different colours. My little granddaughter brings me often, and yesterday it was while I was at the chemist giving me some medication for the older one. And I was like, oh my god, I can't talk right now, but how do you hang up on a 3-year-old? And she wants to tell me everything. So I rang her back later when she was going to bed and read a story with her. So while I cooked my lamb shanks for my other kids. That's the joy of having 5 children. You've got some at home and some at out. Okay. Oh, hear that cracking. Oh, good morning. I see someone watching somewhere. Alright, now look at this. Oh, push that down on there, didn't I? I pushed a bit of... Okay, so that is going to crack, and we're going to get these crinkled edges around it. Okay. Maybe we might have a little cut there. I might have missed a bit of the... There's my scissors. I missed a little bit. Where is it? There. That's it. All this talking is making it... I don't want to put it back in, as I'd hate to ruin the rest of it. I'm just going to... I think because the window sheet is from the stamp set. Maybe if I used my other window sheet, it would be better. There you go. And that's the shape that's come off it. And now look what we have. A floating card. Alright. So, we're going to put that on here. And I'm just going to get my gluey thing and clean up that bit of glue that was on the back. Okay. So, to put that on there, I'm also going to put tear and tape along a colour so you can't see it. And that should be enough. A bit of tear and tape sticking out there. And then we're going to even pop it up a little bit more. Put some dimensionals on our roses. And how about a little bit of bling bling bling? Some of those. And I've got a bit of string here. Now I think these are Baker's Twine Essentials. Alright, I'm going to... I don't know if that's going to stand out as much. No, we're going to have ribbon, guys. Let's bling it up, hey? So I think I saw someone saying this one was going out. I'm just going to double check. Oh, I've got some peach pie. No, it's not the right one, is it? What have we got here? Oh, that doesn't look bad. What's that one? Lost Lagoon. Oh, I love that Lost Lagoon. Alright, so if I'm going to do that and that and that, and then I'm going to put the rose on, I need to just stick that down with another little bit of tear and tape. Must be a tear and tape day. Just put it there. And we're going to go over, back, over, and back. Now I'm just going to take that little bit of tear and tape I got there and just move it over so it doesn't stick out. It can just sit on there because the rose is going to go on top of there. Ah, a little bit different, isn't it, guys? But to me, it's about using up what you've got. And where do we want that? There or there? I think there. Got a bit of ribbon up there. I might just bring that up a bit higher. That's it. Right, so no, there's no tape stuck out. It's not going to stick to anything. And let's put a saying, a greeting on. I was thinking, your kindness makes me day, you're pretty wonderful, happy anniversary, I'm so glad we're friends. I think I'm so glad we're friends is my one. Oh, you are a great friend. No. Do you know how to put these stamps on? I've got some I haven't done. So maybe I should show you how to do them. Okay? So I've seen different ways. What's this one? I think this is the one I want. So you take the back off and you find your stamp on here, which is this one, and in the middle of it it's got a crease. So you pop that open, don't throw it in your cup of tea, take the other side and you simply line it up. So sometimes it might be easier just to get the bottom piece in first and then slowly guide it in, give it a press, and voila. I'm so glad we're friends. So isn't that a nice one? And now we're going to just put a little stamp and we're going to stamp that out. And I'm going to try it in black, and there's me scrap. Here we come again. I'm going to do it in the same colour as the flower and see if that shows up enough. So I'll try that and try the black, and you choose which one you think's the best. So that's in the Pretty Peacock. No, it's not. That's in the Poppy Parade. I've got there's a P and a P. Oh my goodness. And now I'm going to do it in the black, and you can choose which one you think it should be in. Let's cut them both out and put them on, and we'll choose. Okay? That's out. Now, I did have, because that is the labels one, here it is here. I'll put that in there for now, and I'll deal with that in a minute. Alright, at least shut it. So, now mixed labels do have some dies. I don't know if they've got that little one, because I haven't really used them. Yes, they do. Is that the one? No. That's too big. That's a nice pretty one. So maybe they don't have. I have to look up that one and put a picture on the back. Obviously these ones you just cut out. So let's see if I've got a punch that's small enough. I've got a 1.5, 1 3/4. I've got a 1.5 though, that's a 2, that's an octagon, and that's a 1 3/4. I don't have a smaller one than that. Let's have a look though. You push the bottom up and it opens. Now I do it here so I can see. I always do it upside down so I can see. And it's not quite going to fit in that little scrap, but I'll just cut it from there. But it will fit in the black. So what do you reckon we should do, folks? Use the one that's fitting, or we use the red? And we hide a little bit of that. Actually, look at that. That's what I'm going to do. I'm going to put it down there, and I'm going to cut that flat, as in this one. And I'm going to take that right to the corner there. How's that? Adjust. Do it your way. It's nobody else's card but yours. And you'll give it to who you want, and they will absolutely love it. So, oh, doesn't that look beautiful? scraps for later. Alright, please tell me, do you like this card? Is it too weird for you, or is it, what do you reckon? Let's do the inside. So we'll just stamp. There's a couple of nice little stamps in the set as well. And I'm going to put the little wee up. That's nice, but it's really big. But I like the little, this. It is a bit small. Let's put this one. I'm going to put it in Poppy Parade so it matches. And I'm going to get an envelope and we're going to do exactly the same. And because we're standing up. Oh, you know why that happened, don't you guys? And make sure you use your mat. So this time we turn it over so you can see it, and now you can't. And what I will do is put it back on. And then what I'm going to do is put another one beside it. Just the front of it. Look at that. And look at that. And I don't like that because I have got marks on it. Where's my container with my cardstock? That didn't do it properly. I didn't get a good stamp. That's better. And now I just want that piece. And that's why I didn't, because I didn't get that bottom red. And I just want it like that. And so with my envelope, I always give an envelope. I can't help myself. So with the envelope, we're going to go the other way. And just a little bit of the leaf on there. You can even, if you want to, put one on the back. In Australia, when we post a letter, we write our address on the back and we write the person on the front. In America, whenever we get a card, they write up in the corner, but we put our stamps on there. So, well, that's it, guys. What do you reckon? I'll glue that in and we're done. So don't be scared by cards you see. Try. Look at the card. I must have a bit of ink on my finger. Right. Down she goes. Oh, I love this glue. Over a bit. You've got a little squishy time. And that's it, folks. That's today's card. I hope you like it. I wonder if we should put a bit of thing on there. I like it to move like a real flower. What do you reckon, guys? You can see the bling bling in there. You can see the floating. Maybe next time I'll do an oval. But it was such a nice big card that I thought it deserved everything. Alright, enjoy. Thanks for joining me. And I'll see you next Tuesday night or Easy Card Wednesday. Nice to meet you all. Thank you. Bye.